Hey, welcome back to Klingenthal YouTube channel. I'm your host Tom. Today we're looking at the Napoleonic Saber of Honor from USS. This one has a really sweet shell guard with some specs, up close looks, and a little bit of movement. Okay, first impressions on the Napoleonic Saber of Honor. First and foremost, this blade shape, it's a really sweet saber in the sense that slightly back swept, obviously to be used on horseback. This is supposed to be a gift, a saber that was a gift. But you saw this blade shape itself in a lot of wars, especially working this off of horseback. And that's really known here just by holding it in your hand. We have a brass scabbard that has the rings attached if you did want to use this for reenactment. I'm going to put this down just for a second. Steel quality is a 1055 high carbon steel. We have a really nice shell guard. So the shell guard protects the whole outside of the hand and the knuckle guard. Not so much on the inside of the hand, especially if you're holding this into a guard position that holds the center. You're really protecting mostly the outside of the center, so that way you know on either side you have that covered. 1055 high carbon steel, you can get these sharpened. USS swords come to us unsharpened, so if you did want to add a sharpening service, you can do that. If we're looking at just overall movement of this one, obviously this would be used on horseback primarily. That doesn't mean it's out of the question if you wanted to do stuff on foot. A lot of British cavalry sabers, they're more straight, but the length is not out of the question. When we're looking at cut, oh, let's hit that tree. When we're looking at cut, you know, these large reverse cuts that may be associated more with being on horseback, coming up that 3 line as well, even on thrust, still feels good. It's a little bit over 2 pounds. So if we're holding different guard positions in the center, if we're lifting, if we're starting to change hand positions, or even go into low cuts as well, it does have some weight to it, so just kind of keep that in mind, especially if you're looking to add this to your collection for cuts. Where this thing really shines, other than the reverse line or on that 2 line, where this thing really shines is on those verticals. Being able to pull this around to a large circle, or even going into punch cuts into that small circle. That's where this thing really shines based on blade shape, point of balance, and even the balance of the guard itself. Let's do some up close looks of this one in the scabbard and out of the scabbard. Thanks for joining me for this review of the Napoleonic Saber of Honor from USS. Pick this one up. Click the link in the description below this video to buy this one today. Make sure to follow us on TikTok and Instagram for other updates on reels and even just sneak peeks of full reviews we're going to be doing on the YouTube channel. I'm your host Tom for Klingenthal YouTube channel. Make sure to subscribe. Thanks for your support, and I'll see you in the next one.